You are running out of time. You make decisions too slowly, which is allowing opportunities to slip through your fingers. Now, most people don't know how to make faster decisions. Well, here's one way: by the use of mental models. Think of mental models like a filter. When an opportunity, an occasion, or an interaction comes up, you don't need to think about every little single piece of information. You can put the thing at hand through your mental model and allow it to help you make a decision faster than 99% of people out there. Now, today, I'm going to share with you the 3 mental models that I use regularly that have helped me so many times. Now, the first mental model I'll kind of go into a bit of a discussion about. It's never miss twice. You might have a routine and it slows you down when you think you've made a mistake by getting up late one day and you're used to getting up early, or you miss a workout at the gym, or you miss a meditation session. You can't allow that to begin to get you to spiral into just doing negative things all the time and think, I messed up my routine, so I guess now I'm just off and I'm just going to dig myself into a deeper and deeper and deeper hole. This is really common with people on diets. They think that they had one moment of weakness and they eat a chocolate bar or something like that, and they think, well, now that I've had that, I'm just going to go so far off the deep end, I'm already basically there anyway, I may as well just keep going. That is absolutely the wrong way to look at it. What you need to understand is that you need to never miss twice. You can have really, really good routines, and sometimes life is going to get in the way. You're not going to be able to do what you wanted to do. But with this mental model of never miss twice, you don't need to think and consider, oh, should I go back on Monday? Should I start on Tuesday? Should I just go fully off the deep end for a week? You can save so much time by forgiving yourself for when life gets in the way of the things that you're trying to do, by understanding that you never miss twice. Now I'm going to give you a mental model that will help you declutter. One of the most important things for productivity is having a space that you can go into and actually get productive work done. Now, many people may overlook this point, but often that comes with getting rid of some of the things in your office or your room or your workplace or wherever you work where you need to be laser focused. It's not just distractions like text messages and invasive thoughts that get in the way. It's also things and objects and environment that can really distract you from getting the thing done that will lead you to achieving your goals. So this mental model allows you to make a decision on whether or not you should ditch something or keep something right away. And here's what it is. It's the need it, use it, love it mental model. Now let's say you work at home and that's where your home office is, and you have all this stuff around and you know that you want to make it a little bit more of a tidy environment. How do you decide what you get rid of and what you keep? Well, rather than going back and forth on whether or not you should throw something out or keep it, just ask yourself, do you need it, use it, or love it? Now, importantly, you're going to tell yourself a lot of times, oh, well, maybe I'm going to need this in the future. I should just hold on to it. How inconvenient would it be if I threw this out and I needed it? Well, the reality is that almost never happens. Every single day, this thing is contributing to your distraction, and you're potentially deciding to keep it because maybe one day it might come in handy in some random circumstance. Get rid of it. Again, you should declutter your space for the sake of your productivity, and you ask yourself, do I need it? Do I use it? And do I love it? If it's none of those 3, it's gone. Now, the third and final mental model for this video is maybe something that is the most impactful mental model that I've mentioned today. This mental model states that what is helpful is more important than what is true. Now, let me just first say with a disclaimer that often things that are true are very helpful to understand, very helpful to implement. However, there are times where it's okay to forget about whether or not it's true and just accept it if it's helpful. Now, I'll give you a real example that I've actually heard from some other people, and I do the exact same thing. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I have a very weird sleep and wake time. I like to have incredibly productive, super early mornings. I'm talking 1, 2, 3 a.m. So super early so I can maximize my time. And in order to do that, I need to go to bed early. Now, one of the issues with going to bed early is that if the sun is still up or these different things, there's still noises, there's people walking around doing their stuff, it can keep you awake. On those nights, or in my case, afternoons, where I can't fall asleep, what do? Well, I choose to believe something that might be true. I'm not sure, but it's definitely helpful to believe. I believe that if I lay absolutely still with my eyes closed and I breathe deep, that is 98.9% of the rejuvenation power that fully being asleep would be. Now, is that true? Is that scientifically backed? Are there statistics on that? I have no idea. I don't know if that's true, but what I can tell you is it's super helpful to believe. Now, let me tell you why. Because we both know that one of the hardest things about trying to get to sleep is when you're trying to force yourself to fall asleep. When you're so fixated and focused on falling asleep, it just doesn't happen. You stay there awake and anxious and buzzing. But for me, because I know that just lying there is 98.9% as rejuvenating as sleep, I'm totally okay if the whole night goes by and I'm just there with my eyes closed, silent, and not moving. Can you guess what happens as a result? Yeah, I end up falling asleep, which again, let me remind you, doesn't really make a difference to me because I was going to get most of the rejuvenation regardless. Maybe. Anyway, what we can see here is that sometimes believing what is helpful is more important than knowing whether or not it's true. This ties into the final thing that I want to share with you, which is that it's so helpful to believe these 3 mental models that I said are the way that you should be. Because if you believe and accept them, you'll begin to use them, which will have you making decisions even faster in your life, which is going to get you to your goals more effectively. effectively. So before I wrap up, let me just repeat what they were. The first mental model was never miss twice. It's okay to have a routine that sometimes gets interrupted by life. Just don't miss twice. That next day, get back on the horse. The second mental model was need it, use it, love it. If there's stuff in your environment that's hurting your productivity or just harming your mindset or just keeping you just anxious in your head for whatever reason, ask yourself, do you need it, use it, or love it? If it's none of those three, just get rid of it. And the third thing is believing what is helpful over what is true. Now, I hope you start using these mental models and seeing how quickly they can help you make progress in your life in so many different ways. Now, if you're interested in hearing about some of the other mental models that I've come up with or that I've learned elsewhere that I use regularly in my life, then the first thing you can do is let me know in the comments, because I love speaking with you guys and I will absolutely give you guys some other ones if you guys are fascinated. The second thing you can do is in the description box, I actually have a productivity tool that's absolutely free for my subscribers, and you can take that, and when you do, it will simultaneously put you into my newsletter flow where you will begin to get a new mental model every single Monday delivered directly to your email inbox. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Spencer with Must Become. Always remember that your potential is your obligation, and so what you can become, you must become.